It's a priority for companies to make it simple for both people working remote and on-site to work together in an efficient manner.
Hello and welcome to episode 1 of season 4 of A Cuppa with Klein. TechSmith is known for their screen capturing and video recording tools which make easy work of sharing ideas and improving communication in the workplace. Today I'm joined by Hajer Bin Jilani, Business Development Manager of EMEA and APAC at TechSmith, to discuss their product Snagit and how it can simplify communication and with that save employees time and money. Thanks for joining me today, Hajer.
Thank you, Philippa. I'm glad to be here.
It's now 4 years since we transitioned to remote working due to the pandemic, with many organisations continuing to work fully remote or hybrid. However, not all businesses have the right solutions in place to allow for effective communication when working from home. This is where TechSmith Snagit can be leveraged by companies. Hajer, can you tell us more about the benefits of using Snagit in the modern workplace?
Yes, absolutely, Philippa. So in a rapidly changing work environment, the difference between successful teams and those struggling is their adaptability and investment in the right tools. So whether your customer are fully remote, hybrid or on-site, it's easy with Snagit to convey complex concepts or share information and ensure that every member of your team is on the same page. Snagit helps teams improve productivity by offering an additional source of communication by removing unnecessary meetings from your calendar. TechSmith Snagit is one of those tools that has become really necessary in a modern workplace, allowing seamless visual communication and video messaging. On top of that, Snagit is really easy to use and can make a difference to unlock productivity, creativity, and better collaboration across teams.
And I can vouch for the ease of use. Snagit has been an invaluable tool for us and has definitely helped improve our communication and productivity. And according to TechSmith's report, The Value of Visuals, 2 out of 3 employees carry out tasks better when communicated with visually versus non-visually. And further, visual communication can improve productivity, especially when the content is engaging. Hajer, could you provide an overview of the research TechSmith has conducted on this and how it has impacted the version updates and the new features?
Yes, absolutely. So our research finds that upgrading internal communication could significantly boost employees' engagement and productivity as information is absorbed faster and retained when it's in the form of a visual. So we recognize the fatigue around adopting new ways to work and communicate, and we know our customers are exhausted with constantly learning new platforms and technologies. So especially in today's fast-paced work environment, visual communication is a must-have for productive teams, and this is more true now with video being the most used format on social media for learning and for informal communication. So our mission here at TechSmith is to empower you and make it simpler for you to communicate visually without any barriers or complexities. So our teams are constantly working to improve Snagit and make it a seamless experience. You don't need to be a content creator or a video expert to start creating your own video messages. The feedback that we have received from our individuals who previously hesitated to use video for day-to-day communication has been remarkable. Our version updates are based on our customer feedback to ensure Snagit is really easy to use and gives organizations the feature they need.
It's great to hear that this new way of communicating within a business is increasing productivity and boosting engagement. We're always using visuals outside of work and sharing them online, so bringing this communication to the workplace isn't necessarily an unfamiliar thing for many and can be adopted quite quickly. And based on these findings, do you think our understanding of the modern workplace has improved? Or do you think businesses are stuck in a pandemic mindset and are just working with the tools they have instead of investing into other options?
So I would say first that a shift toward a people-first mindset is happening now within organizations. So more and more companies are now prioritizing the well-being and engagement of their employees, and this should be a strategic focus for any company to retain talent. So the consensus is that hybrid work is here to stay. And since the pandemic, new ways of working and collaborating have emerged, and it's a priority for companies to make it simple for both people working remote and on-site to work together in an efficient manner. However, technology is not the only factor to succeed in a post-pandemic environment. Providing guidelines and new communication methods is also important. So while some organizations have made significant changes in adapting to the new work environment, others may still be holding onto a pre-pandemic mindset and sticking with familiar tools and ways of working. So the key is to continue to champion a forward-thinking approach that places people and technology at the heart of the work culture.
I couldn't agree more. And when we look back to working remote full-time, we lost the instant communication with our teams. And this way of communicating is especially helpful if you have employees in different time zones. We no longer have to wait until they're online. We can simply share the information visually. And in 2022, TechSmith conducted a month-long experiment to see if solely asynchronous communication would have a positive impact on employee productivity. Could you tell us a bit more about this study and the result?
Certainly. Yeah. So the TechSmith Async First study was conducted in July 2022, and it was an experiment to evaluate the impact of asynchronous communication on employee productivity, satisfaction, job attitude, and to innovate. So all TechSmith employees switched to an async first workplace, which means we try to replace meetings with videos and other visuals. So this experiment allowed employees to collaborate on tasks and projects at their own pace and their own schedule, without the need for simultaneous, real-time interactions or meetings. So the key findings of this study were incredibly insightful. So with calendars free of meetings, we observed a remarkable 15% increase in employees who felt more productive in their work after the implementation of the async first approach. The study also revealed an 8% rise in the perceived importance of synchronous meetings. This suggests that employees became more thoughtful about the value of synchronous interactions and were more intentional about how they utilized this time. And one of the most significant outcomes of the study was that 85% of employees who expressed a willingness to consider replacing future meetings with asynchronous communication methods. And this indicated a willingness to adopt new habits that optimize workflow efficiency. So here at TechSmith, we try to lean on async communication first on a daily basis and reduce the quantity of meetings and synchronous interactions. And this is to give teams more flexibility with their time management. And this is possible by using videos made with Snagit and collaboration tool like Screencast.
And to see a massive 85% of employees happy to consider replacing future meetings with asynchronous communication just shows how beneficial software like Snagit is in the modern workplace to help your employees feel more productive. It's easy for companies to implement a new tool for their employees to use, but often we don't have the time to look at all its features. Are there any top tips that you can share to make the most of Snagit?
So Snagit is often referred by our longtime user as a Swiss Army knife because there's so many features to benefit from. As I mentioned previously, our mission is to make it simple for you to communicate without any barrier. That said, if you want to learn more tips and tricks, we offer free webinars each week on various topics, plus training content you can check out at your own pace, like our Snagit 4-day workplace communication challenge, a Snagit certification program, and a new video series we're rolling out called Snagit in 60 Seconds, where our team members create quick videos to share some of our favorite features and use cases.
Having a tool that is easy to use is one thing, but having the access to the training guides and webinars to help improve our use of it is extremely beneficial. And I think a lot of organisations will be looking at how they can implement async communication into their business. Thanks again, Hajer. If you enjoyed today's episode and want to find out more about the TechSmith offering or their research around asynchronous communication, take a look at the Vendor Hub on our website. Alternatively, if you'd like to see more episodes of A Cuppa with Climb, head to the Content Hub on our website. If you're watching this as a vendor and would like to take part in a future episode, please get in touch with us by emailing marketing@climbcs.co.uk. Until next time, bye!
Bye!